And that being said, super happy to pass the word to Haithem, head of data at Woop, where they are going to be sharing with us how they are using OpenMetadata. So big applause. Thanks for your time. Floor is yours.
Thank you. Just a second. I will share my screen. So thank you, and hi everyone. A quick introduction. I'm Haithem Souala. I live in France, in a beautiful city called Lille, in the north of the country. So if you guys planning to visit this place of the world, feel free to come and say hi. Don't be shy. Just a quick introduction. I started my journey in the IT world as a software engineer, and then I moved to as a reliability engineer, where I learned a lot of stuff about IT infrastructure, distributed systems, cloud providers. And since the beginning of the year, I'm head of data / data manager at Woop. So seamless, sustainable, and the best price, that's why Woop was created. So to tackle this or to address these daily challenges, also with the aim of perfecting the delivery experience, and also to make it accessible to all. So for people asking what is Woop? Woop is a software company specializing in SaaS and mobile-based delivery management system that focus on enhancing the last mile delivery process for better customer experience. We hope so, while also minimizing the environmental impact of delivery operation. So quickly, Woop was designed to address environmental and social challenges. It's something that's here in our DNA, and we are proud of it. We are deeply committed to lowering carbon footprint, and we are constantly innovating to help our clients to achieve this goal. And we also recently we launched the Woop for Good initiative, which is a testament of this commitment. And we seek to positively also affect not just the environment, but also our clients, their customer, and our delivery partners. So Woop, in some important numbers, we are more than 120 MOPIs, that's what we call ourselves, in different regions. We are supporting more than 400 customers across Europe. Today, our solution equip nearly 3,000 vehicles and facilitate and orchestrate more than 2.5 delivery and collection. And this is possible because of our large network of transport partners. A quick history, Woop journey began in 2019 following the initiative of some leading retail brands, which were confident that delivery would play a strategic role in their business development. In the same year, the first version of delivery orchestration platform was deployed. In 2020, the Woop brand was created. In 2021, which is a big milestone, Woop acquired a company called Mapotempo, an expert in route planning and optimization. And this merger helped us to suggest a new tracking and route optimization features, which are two essential components, of course, of any delivery management system. In 2022, we reached the milestone of orchestrating 25 million deliveries and collection over the course of a single year. And currently, we are focusing on international development and expansion. So quickly, at Woop, we are so proud to help connecting some leading brands. You may recognize some of them in different fields. We talk here about Decathlon, Boulanger, Auchan, Leroy Merlin, and others. to connect them to a network of varied transport solutions. So we're talking here about more than 600 transport partners. So the big question, what did we need a data catalog? So as you may you have observed or noticed, the company is experiencing a rapid growth. On one side, we have an expanding customer base that is generating an increasing amount of data. On the other, more people joining the company, which lead to more colleagues asking for data, of course. And by the way, this doesn't just concern our internal teams, but our customers also, as we offer an in-app dashboard to assist them in monitoring some key KPIs and optimizing operational efficiency. So the dilemma we faced in the beginning is balancing the data demand of both our internal teams and our customers, with the small data teams. And when I'm talking about so small data teams, a week ago we were 2 persons. Today we are 3. So, and we found that it's unwise to dedicate the whole team, the entire team, to this issue. So so they can pass more time in developing some other data products that are more valuable to the company instead of replying to the Slack messages or Jira tickets. So one of the solutions is by encouraging self-service for our internal teams. So they can at least find and understand quickly and easy the data without the intervention of the data team. And of course, data catalog was identified as one tool that can help us to achieve that. So, and to be clear, deploying a data catalog and opening access to everyone will not solve your problem. Instead, you have to promote a data-driven culture through workshop, what we did, raising awareness about the importance of data. It is as important as making or implementing a technological solution. So why OpenMetadata and not any other solution in the market? So I remember when we started building our data stack, and I will show you after that what it looks like. We were looking for the right tool for our needs. So I have personally tested many. Some are open sources, others are commercial open sources, and even some fully commercial solutions. The commercial solutions were fine. Actually, some of them were very good in terms of suggested functionalities and user experience, but also they were so expensive, especially for our use case, as we want to democratize access to the data. So we want everyone in the company should be able to explore and use the data for their daily decisions. And to do that with the commercial solution, it could be too expensive quickly because you pay for the number of users also. The open source projects were okay. The problem is many of them were not maintained, or the building and shipping new features process is too slow. So long story short, somehow I was playing on GitHub with some keywords. I found OpenMetadata project. I checked your sandbox and your documentation. I found it interesting as a project. And then I opened a new issue, I remember, to asking for a new metabase connector. And you guys, you nailed it. You did it in like a week or so. And that was for me a big a green light to continue learning more about it. So why open metadata again? Because it's open source. You can do everything with the API as you can use the user interface. There are a lot of functionalities and features, a lot of connector. It is well integrated with other tools, at least the most popular one. If you need a connector with BigQuery, dbt, Tableau, Locker, or any other Postgre, it's easy to configure it and use it, and using the connector without the need to write any single line of code. Also, the team, I remember the first time I reached to Arsha, I think, and he accepted, and it was kind of his, and it was kind to present to me the product vision. So it was I remember a Zoom call. Also, the documentation, it's clear, and the most important, it's open metadata with your tag system. You are giving a 360 vision to every asset, which I mean with that. So if you have a term in your business glossary, using a tag system, you can finally create links with assets, which could be a table, a view, chart, or a dashboard. And that is, for me, it's a game changer. So how do we use open metadata? Just before talking about that, I would like to introduce or talk a little bit about our data stack. So today we have a different or varied number of sources. We are ingesting data from some traditional databases, so it could be relational or NoSQL. We ingest data from some third-party APIs, and all that stack, it's hosted or deployed on Google Cloud Platform. Also, data catalog is deployed on Kubernetes on Google Cloud Platform. So how do we use open metadata today? So we decide in the first that the documentation process shouldn't be a game of a catch-up. Instead, it needs to be integrated into the same workflow as the changes it aims to outline. Otherwise, it will always fall behind. And so we decided to keep the documentation on DBT, our DBT project, and keep our DBT repository as a single source of truth. Like that, we didn't need to change every time something in different tools. And also that is possible because open metadata or the team were smart enough to provide a seamless integration with DBT, so you can connect DBT or the file generated by DBT with metadata using a DBT connector or integration on open metadata. So how that is work technically? So when a data analyst in our team makes some changes on the project, creating a new model or changing an existing one, then he or she push the code to the repository. In our case, it's GitLab. And after that, a GitLab pipeline will run some DBT commands that will generate 3 JSON files. And that file, then we push these JSON files, which are manifest.json, catalog.json, and run result.json. We push that file on Google Cloud Storage. And at open metadata, you can configure a pipeline to ingest that file, and it will automatically update the asset description when I say asset, that could be a table view or a field in the table. So that's how we use the integration, or how we use DBT, or how we implementing or alimenting DBT with the documentation. Last but not least, these are some insight from OpenMetadata. Today we have more than 1,600 assets. It's tables, dashboards, charts, database, and database schema. So our OpenMetadata is connected with, as I said, DBT, with our BigQuery for profiling and sampling. It's also connected with Metabase, which is our today our database tool. So at OpenMetadata, we have more than 27 teams created. As I said before, our goal, or we aim to open the data catalog to everyone in the company. And we have more than 100 users using it every day. So that was all for me. I would like, before finishing, thanks OpenMetadata teams for making this interesting tool open source. It's not easy to do that. You did it, guys, and I would like to say that your dedication, your work, it's so appreciated by Woop company, and I think it's the case for everyone using OpenMetadata tools. If you have any question, feel free to ask it. I will be here to reply if I have a response. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your words. Thank you for sharing your experience. And yeah, if you have any question for Haithem, please use the chat. Otherwise, maybe he might be reachable as well in the Slack channel. Otherwise, feel free just to share any questions with us, and we can just act as proxies